Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today it's time for my long overdue look at Mobile Suit Gundam Micro Wars 2. I know I did these kind of out of order. I think I did 3 first and then 1. I just kind of got them out of order. So this is the second wave. 4 is going to be out. I think 4 is already out. I think that's coming in the next box of stuff I ship, and 5 is going to be out soon. Then there's also a special set coming out soon. So time to get caught up on these, basically, is where I'm at. As you can see, there are 5 different ones in this wave. Number 1 is the RX-79G Gundam from 8th MS Team. This one is called Jim. These are like the mass-produced Gundam-inspired mobile suits. They're not quite Gundams, but they kind of, the Federation, like, analyzed the Gundam and then came up with these, like, slightly less Gundam or Gundam-derived suits for mass production. This is the hover truck, this is the Goof, and then this is the QE. Not quite sure, but basically this is the little support vehicle that comes with the Zeon pilots, and then this is the little support vehicle that comes with the Federation pilots. So, very cool. I really like this line, and I don't know, I kind of like just got entrenched in other things, but the other thing is a lot of the foot stickers particularly were peeling on some of the ones I already had, which is kind of a bummer. I used some nail polish to seal them down, but I feel like Bandai stickers are usually pretty good with Sodo and Mini-Pla, knock on wood. I don't have too much trouble with things popping up, unless they're like really old stickers. But I was surprised I was having so much trouble with the feet. The little red band around the foot is a sticker, so that was popping up on me. So we'll see how these go. Hopefully I have better luck, but I'll go ahead and get these out of the box. The individual boxes themselves are not too exciting. The sides are mostly jargon, and the bottom as well. Just kind of shows you the top, and then on the back it shows you how to put the little figure inside. I'll show these off real quick. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the box and all stickered up, and then we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here they are all stickered up out of the packaging. We'll start over here with the RX-79. I really like the look of this guy, and a lot of them is paint, I have to be honest. The eyes, everything on the face here, the crest. The only thing that's sticker is the little green piece right in there, the little red piece here on the crotch, and then of course the red around the bottom of the feet. Oh, I'm sorry, the little 8 here on the shield is also a sticker. Otherwise, all paint, looks very good. Articulation wise, head's on a ball joint. You have a ball joint here in the shoulder. You have technically a ball joint here in the wrist, but it kind of, like, because you push it so tightly into the thing to make it snap into place, it pretty much just gives you a swivel, but I feel like that's all you really need. You also have a swivel in the wrist, and then the shield just pegs in there so you can move that around. Nothing in the waist, but you do have a ball joint here in the hip, and then you have a ball joint in the ankle. So for as tiny as they are, I feel like that's the amount of articulation you would want. I don't think I really need any more. I don't expect these to be super articulated. They're kind of chibi little cute Gundams here. And the funnest thing about them is you can open this up by popping the chest back, and you can see the little pilot inside. You get 3 pilots with the hover truck, and then you get 3 pilots with this thing whose name I've already forgotten, so I apologize. But yeah, so you can see you just sit them inside there, and I'll go over the articulation in a minute for the little figures, but then you just close it back up, and then boom, he is piloting your Gundam. So here's the gun that he comes with and the shield. Very cool. I like this one quite a bit. Then you have the Jim, which is kind of the, I guess I'll say, like, army builder. I guess not army builder, but like standard issue generic mobile suit inspired by the Gundam. So you can see it's got the same shield. That's all paint. All the yellow here on the chest is paint. The only stickers he has is, again, that little green there in the top, and then the red around the feet. Everything else is paint, which looks very, very good. He's got pretty much the same articulation. I wish this came out and was a beam saber, but it does not. Unfortunately, that's just one solid piece. I really wish these guys came with beam sabers, because I feel like all the Zeon suits have swords. but the Federation suits just have guns, which is weird to me. I like the guns, don't get me wrong, they're cute and they're good. But they just, like, especially this one's a little chibi. But I wish they came with beam sabers as well. Maybe the special set will come with a beam saber, or at least just throw some beam sabers at us so we can use it, because they're all the same size, so their weapons are interchangeable and things like that. But very, very cool. I really like this guy. Very, very fun there. Next, we will move on to the hover truck, which has a surprising amount of detail, all molded in there. It has a turret here on the top that can spin. You can also take it off if you want. It's a very small opening there, but you can have a figure sit in there. Basically how this works is this opens like this, and you can see the little figure sits inside. But if you want, you can take him out of there, like if you have a second one, and you can drop him in here so that he can work the turret. So if you do have two, and the thing is sometimes you'll get duplicates, like if you buy more than one of these, you can get extra pilots or things like that. Sometimes these little infantry vehicles are fun to army build because it would make sense that they'd have a lot of them, and that way you get extra pilots and stuff so you can kind of have a second guy. I mean, honestly, you could probably fit two guys in here and maybe even still have a third work the turret. So I think it's a cool little vehicle. Pretty simple, but it's a lot of molded in detail, very little bit of paint, but no stickers whatsoever for this one. So I love no stickers. Next up we have the Goff. That sword looks great, and that's all paint. It looks fantastic. I love that. Really, he only has the stickers around the feet. And I'll be honest, well, I'm sorry, he did have two little orange stickers here that I tried to put on, and I completely biffed it. So I had to try to move them, and then as I did that, it ripped, and the stickers, I just threw them out. They kind of got destroyed, but I really don't feel like it's missing. And honestly, even before I put this black on, I thought the feet looked good solid blue. This on the shins here, this little bit of black, that's paint. I've had other ones in the past where it's a little bit bigger and they have you put a sticker on there, but that's all paint on this one. So this guy's got a ton of paint, and I think he looks amazing. Or it's just different molded plastic, but either way, very, very cool. Now you can lift this off like the other Zaku and move that eye around if you'd like. So, and then you can peg this back on. But yeah, this guy's amazing. I love this guy. I love the weapon. I love the blue. He's really, really cool. I like him quite a bit. Oh, and he does, of course, have a pilot inside, as you can see. Now, they don't come, these suits don't come with pilots. Just these do. But that's why they give you 3 with each. So I've taken 2 of the pilots from this, and I've put them into these. I don't think I showed that guy off. He's inside there. So basically, you know, when you buy a set of these, this one comes with 3 pilots, so 1, 2, 3, and then this one comes with 3 pilots. So there's one in there, there's one in here, and then you see I have the third one just kind of off to the side. But taking a look at this thing real quick, it's kind of goofy. It's literally just this piece just kind of pegs in here. Very, not loosely, but it's simple. But I guess that could be cool if you wanted to simulate like battle damage or something like that. And this just kind of slides in there as well. So not too super connected there. And then this little piece, it's kind of weird how this works. So you kind of take that off so that you can drop the figure down inside. And then it just kind of like friction clips back on like that. And then you can move the little guns there on the front. But yeah, it's kind of a weird vehicle. But there it is. It comes with pilots that you're definitely going to want. So I wanted to show off one of the pilots now. So let me zoom in here a smidge. So these are actually the first pilots to have like painted faces. All the previous ones were wearing helmets, and the visors were painted, so you're still getting a paint application on the head. It's just before, and I think you can see it here in the Goff pilot. See how he just has kind of like the painted visor. So pretty much all the ones that I've seen before have had helmets with painted visors. This is the first set where I've seen actually like human painted faces. So that's pretty cool. The head can turn from side to side. It's not a ball joint, it's just a swivel. You have kind of a limited ball joint in the shoulder. You have a bend there in the elbow, and then you have kind of a limited ball joint in the hip and a bend at the knee. So they're very, very tiny, though. I mean, these things are small. I wish I had something. They're even smaller than like a Lego minifigure. Here is a Halo Mega Construx figure that I just happen to have handy. And you can see what a difference in size that is. So a minifigure probably comes to about here. So they're even smaller than a Lego minifigure. But they have decent articulation. So I like them for that. And I like that you have extras. So if you wanted to make like a base or something, you could have guys just kind of walking around the base, you know, manning towers and control panels and things like that. So I would love them to do some kind of large play set or base for these. And I feel like you totally could, because they're so small. You could have kind of like a Gundam, not garage, but for lack of a better term, what do they call it? Like a dock, you know, like the building where they set up the Gundams to do maintenance, and they have the little walkways and things like that. Or make a white base play set or something. I know they made a white base for the Converge line, which is very similar, but I think the Converge are a little smaller than these, so unfortunately I don't think it would be compatible with both. I think I looked it up, and unfortunately these are a little bit bigger than the Converge. But I'd love them to do something like that, whether it's just like a military base playset, or a white base, or even just like a carrier. Even if they just did like, sometimes they have those weird like rectangle ships that we've seen like in original Mobile Suit Gundam, where you can kind of like carry a couple, suits inside, and then just have it be like a transport, something like that. Anything like that I think would be really cool. I'm hoping this line's doing well. Like I said, I know 4's already out. I know a 5th is already planned, and there's also a special set, which the special set is mostly repaints of existing ones. I think there's a original Gundam in there. There's another, I think, is it Zagak, the water-based one, because it only came in red, which was Char's. They're doing the blue one, which is the normal issue. Something else in that set as well, but I think these are fun. I like them a lot, and I love army building them. I think it's fun. Like, I usually keep all my duplicates when I buy a box, just because they're tiny and it's fun to army build. And you don't have to do a lot of stickering. Honestly, you could probably leave the stickers off most of these and you'd hardly notice. The red around the base of the feet, I think, is the only place that really stands out to me. I know the Zaku and the Xeon suits have the stickers around the feet as well, but I feel like they're not as necessary, because they usually already come in a fun color, whether it's green or red or blue, whereas these guys are usually white, so they kind of need that pop of red. But otherwise, yeah, I think it's a fun line. I definitely recommend getting into it, and that'll do it for this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.